Hi there! Welcome to Apple World. For quite a while, there have been hypotheses as well as receipts demonstrating that Golden Hurd abused her sister, Whitney Henriquez. However, did Whitney at last uncover that she was cutting ties with her sister? So it was accounted for that Golden and Whitney recorded each other at TJ Maxx to make it appear as though they were being shot by the paparazzi. Furthermore, fans ridiculed them with remarks like Golden and Whitney recorded each other at TJ Maxx. Making it appear as though they're being popped is pitiable. What's more, someone else composed it. Golden Butt Nugget truly thinks she has the entire world tricked into hearing recorded Whitney as well as the other way around. Consequently, there is no recording of them together. You can really see her white, loose shirt. Indeed, one thing fans additionally said is that they are anticipating the day when Whitney will at long last get down on her sister for what her identity is, taking into account the quantity of individuals who have given receipts of why she ought to do as such. One individual who unequivocally concurred that Whitney ought to cut ties with Golden is Jennifer Howell. During her declaration, Jennifer said, "When did you initially meet Golden Hurd at the Pineapple Express debut? This is where I met her and her sister, Whitney. Do you recall what year that was? I accept that it was around 2008. What year did Mrs. Henriquez start working with Workmanship Gallery? I accept that it was in 2014. I don't have those records directly in front of me. Also, what was Miss Henriquez's situation at Craft of Elysium? Workmanship Salon. Chief, does Mr. Marquez actually work for the Craft of Elysium? No. When did that end? Goodness, 2015. I accept that Golden is abusing Whitney." Jennifer said that she realizes that Whitney simply vouched for safeguarding Golden, adding, "I battled particularly with what to do in a circumstance that cherished somebody who I know is accomplishing something extremely off base. Also, I realize that they're doing it since they're attempting to safeguard their sister, and I'm attempting to safeguard her, and I'm simply attempting to inspire her to awaken and make the best choice, which is to come clean. That is the main thing that can help everyone in this situation." Keep in mind that Jennifer had recently written in a statement for the preliminary that Whitney had told her that she experienced physical and mental damage from Golden. What's more, Whitney likewise told her that Golden went after her and tossed a glass of red wine at her during their time in New York, perhaps during their Tribeca celebration or the Adderall Journal's debut. Discussing the UK preliminary, that is additionally where more receipts came up about how Golden treated Whitney in Johnny's defamation activity against the distributor of the Sun paper. His lawyers played a video in court taken from an unscripted television show recording from 2006 or 2007. Also, in the clasp, there was proof that Golden was totally awful to her sister. The clasp being referred to showed Whitney organizing a gathering of companions. "Did you get into a battle or something like that?" "Gracious, I think you got into a squabble." "Graciously, I previously discussed it. I won't discuss it any longer. I can't trust Golden to beat your butt." "I realize you could beat her butt. We're not going to discuss that. Whitney, truth or dare, all right? Did you truly begin the battle with your sister, or did she, no doubt, begin it?" "Without a doubt?" "Without a doubt?" After seeing that Whitney had marks, the companion then seemed to review her face and arm while saying, "We're not going to. Father truly beat your butt." "Goodness, we're not discussing it." "No doubt. I suppose I'm finished discussing it." Someone noticed that Whitney explicitly said we wouldn't discuss it. She didn't reject the fact that her sister Golden was the one responsible for the injuries during the preliminary. Johnny Depp likewise kind of proposed that Whitney ought to cut ties with her sister. It was sort of a weird mix. Cherishing sister. Confided in her sister and companion. And afterward, flunky. And afterward, either the punching sack or the dartboard or the beneficiary of a few rather disparaging and terrible words. Or, on the other hand, she would have wine tossed right in front of her. There was additionally an email that Jennifer kept in touch with Whitney in which she begged Whitney to come clean. In the letter, Jennifer writes, "The reason this letter is so critical to me is that you, my picked sister, are so vital to me, and I'm trusting that reality will liberate you." In the letter, Jennifer likewise expounded on all that Whitney educated her regarding Golden, and keeping in mind that she was alluding to Golden, she added, "On the off chance that anybody could at any point set you in a place of danger, they don't cherish you." Indeed, even with individuals saying and demonstrating why Whitney ought to cut all ties with Golden, Whitney actually took to Instagram to compose after the decision. "I actually stand with you, sissy. Recently, today, and tomorrow I will continuously be glad for you for defending yourself, for affirming both here in Virginia and in the UK, and for being the voice of so many who can't address the things that occurred away from public scrutiny." She then proceeded to uncover that she detected the chances were not in her sister's favor, adding, "We realized that this would have been a daunting task, and that the odds were not good for us. Yet, you stood up and stood up. Notwithstanding, I am so regarded as to affirm for you, and I would do it multiple times over on the grounds that I understand what I saw, and in light of the fact that the fact of the matter is perpetually your ally." Will Whitney at any point concede that her sister was savage to her? The reality of the situation will come out eventually.